You can now prompt your way to creating a no-code app with Bubble's new AI tool. This is one of the ways, instead of starting with a blank canvas, you can load up into a screen like this and describe the type of app you want to build. But it's okay. It's just not great. Yes, it's early in its day. So what do I do right now if I'm starting with a blank canvas? Well, I do like to build things manually, but I'm not a designer. So that's where something like Google Stitch comes in. In this no code tutorial video, I'm going to be showing you my process with Google Stitch because, to be honest, the ability for an AI to build good UI is going to depend on the training data. I'm not entirely sure what model Bubble uses, but you must admit that Google is going to have the largest amount of data. You think of what Google Images has got access to, everything that they've crawled, everything that can go into training Gemini. It's going to be one of the top designers. So let's dive into it. But before we go any further, I can only keep making videos like this because of our members. Tired of searching YouTube for Bubble tutorial videos? When you become a Planet No Code member, you get access to our complete video library. That's content you won't find on YouTube. It's hundreds of Bubble tutorial videos plus 4 of our courses. Learn about a particular Bubble topic just by searching for it, or use our custom trained AI to ask questions specific to your project, receive detailed answers, and recommended videos. So with access to hundreds of Bubble tutorial videos, courses, and an AI assistant that learns about the app that you're building, becoming a Planet No Code member is a bit of a no-brainer. Click the link in the description to sign up today. First thing I'm going to do is toggle to web. You can, of course, design mobile apps, but I'm just going to focus on web. I'm then going to say build me a social media scheduling and AI post generation app. Design. Attached are some designs I like. Be inspired by them. Start by creating a post generation page and a style guide. Okay, so what I'm trying to get out of this is to take me from a blank page to actually something that I can recreate in Bubble. Let's go ahead and run this and see what it can come up with. I'm going to attach my designs first of all. So you could, of course, use this to upload a existing style guide or like a design template that you've got. Maybe if you're trying to incorporate this into an existing business. But for me, I've just gone online, done a few searches for some UI that I like, and I'm uploading it as these 2 images just to get me started. So let's generate and see what Google Gemini with Stitch can now do. One of the first things that it does is it adds in the 2 images that I've uploaded as inspiration into this canvas. And what we'll see is after Gemini's done some thinking, it will begin to add elements or screens or views to the canvas below. Here are the 2 screens that it is working on. It says that it's almost done. Right, it's done. Let's take a look. So we've got my style guide here, and that is not bad at all. Look, I've got all my different buttons. I've got cards. Yeah, okay, I'm quite impressed by that. And then if I scroll across here, this looks a little bit too much like my example image kind of inspiration that I uploaded. So let's make some changes. I'm going to say add to chat. And what that does is it attaches this view into the chat. I think I can add another one too. Can I do that? Add to chat? No, okay, yeah, lets me do one add. No, here we go. Try this, add to chat. Oh, I thought, there we go. I've used shift, I've selected both. So I'm going to say, I don't like the green. Let's go with a dark view, as this is an AI product with a hint of purple. Now, I do happen to think that this color scheme is, let's go hint of purple and red is a little bit overplayed. I mean, something like the Raycast website, the Raycast extension, they're amazing at design. They've been around for years now. I think people went ahead and copied them. So let's run this and see what happens. So rather than overwriting the existing designs, it is just creating new ones over here. This is quite helpful in being able to go back and forth with your ideas. Okay, here's the new design. Let's zoom in on our style guide. So yeah, it looks classic AI, but then AI did ask for it to use the purple. So I think that's okay. For, if you're not a designer like me, and you just need that helping step to get you to a point where you have something that looks better than okay. yes, of course, at the moment, a human designer is going to be better. But yeah, it's better than okay. And then let's scroll across, and you know what? I pay for apps that look like this because the function does warrant the subscription, even though, yeah, the design could be a little better. I'm going to give you one more demonstration, which is where this kind of comes into its own, because an app is going to be more than just the well, style guide, obviously, but it's going to be more than just the dashboard page. We need other pages. So I'll say create a my account and page and a calendar page following this style and guide. And then let's just add both in. Okay, and we'll go generate. Now you can generate more than one. You can create variations too, but yeah, I'm showing you this because this is now part of my design process. Is that I'll take something that inspires me, I'll describe the app I'm building, and then I think that this does a more than okay job at creating a suitable design. Okay, here they come. Here are the new designs. Says they're almost ready. Let's check them out. Here's the my account page. It's simple. There's not much going on. So if you wanted to expand upon this, I'd click on it, which puts it back into the chat, and I'd say, I need it to have fields for X, Y, Z, and it's going to add those in. If we go over to the calendar, I'd say it's kind of done an all right job with the calendar. I mean, it's a little bit, it's kind of edge to edge, not something that yeah, okay. It's fine, isn't it? So to wrap up, how do you work with this? Well, I would go more, and I'd go download. And what the download gives you is a HTML file. And so then you can open up the HTML file. There you go. It just took a moment for the fonts to load in. But yeah, look, we've got even these hover effects. And then what I would do is take this, probably start with my style guide. And I'm simply going to go like right click, bring up the dev tools. You could get a Chrome extension that's going to make this easier. And then my process is to then manually build this, because I don't think that kind of any of these in no code app or in Bubble, their AI being able to generate components straight on the page, it's just not quite good enough. The same goes with you could probably find a way to like import this or export this into Figma and then send that over to Bubble. I just find that creates so many additional div blocks that your page is really cluttered. It just takes ages to navigate. I've worked with people where they've used the Bubble AI app generator, and you just kind of get lost in a lot of unnecessary groups. So my process is manual. I actually quite find it therapeutic to go through, like say, this is a menu item, this is the menu item on hover or when it's selected, and I'll go through and build that, because if we go back to like the style guide, here it is. Like once you've built your H1s, your H2s, and your different cards and colors, it does start to come together quite quickly. But if you really want to accelerate your design process, I'd suggest checking out our last video about no codable components, which is a component library of 450 plus components, which runs with a Chrome extension, and basically it loads on the code that Bubble needs to copy and paste components. It will load that onto your clipboard. You can paste it straight into your Bubble app. They've got some amazing components here. So if you wanted to build a dashboard and it to look as good as this, and for it to take you 5 seconds, then no codable components is the way to do that. And you can find a link in the description to sign up and get started with them.